I get it. A mini version. What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Before we get started with this video, give it a thumbs up. Let's get it over 300 likes, bruh. Let's get right to the news. Nintendo, as we speak, is having their 79th annual general meeting of shareholders, and a huge Q&A is going on. And bro, Nintendo unknowingly spilled the beans on the Switch Mini and Pro. Specifically, we're gonna go. Oh, they asked a lot of questions. But first, let's highlight the new Switch models question. This is what a shareholder asked. They've been rumors of a new Switch model for the past 6 months. Are you developing such? This is Nintendo's response. We're aware of reports. Answering rumor speculation would take away any surprise and wouldn't help you shareholders, so I can't answer. Generally, we're always developing new hardware. Bro, do you realize he pretty much confirmed that we're working on a new Switch Pro, Switch Mini? If these rumors were false, he would have said no. He said, we don't want to take away any surprises, so I'm not answering that. Bro, you just answered the question by not answering it. And so, based on that answer, he pretty much confirmed that a new Switch model is coming out soon, that the rumors are true. Now, as far as details, whether it's a Pro, a Mini, both, the launch date, they didn't go into, of course, they're not going to go into details, but based on his response, it's happening, bro. Now, again, another reason why he didn't flat out just say, no, we're not answering, we're not working on a new model, or he didn't say yes, either one, because from the time Nintendo announces it to the time the system launches is going to be a very short period, because them admitting that a new model is coming, Switch sales would dry up. No one would buy Switches. And so, interesting stuff. But that's not all that was asked. Here's some of the highlights of this meeting. Some of the questions, some good. We get some good insight on where Nintendo's going with the Switch. Question was asked. The exclusivity of Nintendo IP on the Switch is one of Nintendo's strengths. But third-party AAA titles, games expected to be big hits, aren't ported much or tend to be delayed. Good question. Going forward, do you think that the increasing gap with next gen will mean ports will become harder? Bro, they asked a good question. Pretty much they're saying, why aren't y'all getting some of the big AAA games on the Switch? And is it because the hardware is underpowered? And will we see a bigger gap when the new PlayStation, the new Xbox launches? I'm thinking of games. Call of Duty. The new Call of Duty is coming out. No mention of a Switch port. But this is how Nintendo responds. When publishers create software, they judge hardware based on the number of units in the market. Install base expansion is our priority. We're working to expand the lineup and attract software. To give support, we talk to publishers and provide Unity and Unreal Engine. We provide engine. I have to say, bro, that answer is a little bit of a cop out. Yes, install base is important, but the Switch install base is about to catch the Xbox One. It's almost right there with the Xbox One. And really, the Switch install base is really larger than the Xbox One install base right now. Because the Xbox One install base is including Xbox One X, S, OG Xbox. All those consoles are lumped into one. Whereas the Switch is just one hardware model. A lot of people upgraded their Xbox and so Xbox and Switch pretty much has the same install base right now. And I think some of it is install base, but some of it is technology and why the Switch needs more hardware. Because when a game is ported to the Switch, 9 times out of 10, I hate to say it, the third-party game on the Switch is the inferior version. So, a little bit of cop-out on that question. Next question. They're talking about esports. Don't really care too much about it. Not too much. What will Switch sales be like from this point? This next question. It feels like these sales circumstances are like those of the Wii when it was a hit. Thinking about how sales of the Wii dropped off, will the same thing happen to the Switch? I can answer that before Nintendo answers it. You cannot compare the Switch and the Wii. I'm afraid it's completely different situations going on. When people bought the Wii, it was a lot of grandmothers, a lot of people who don't really game, and they were just getting Wii. It was a Wii Sports machine. Bowling, and somebody's grandma's on the picture while I'm saying this. Wii Sports, with bowling, golf, that's all they were playing, and they weren't buying any other games. A lot of third-party games were tanking on the Wii. It was just a mess for Nintendo. Switch is different, bro. Not only is hardware selling, but software is selling like crazy on the Switch too. The only drawback with the Switch is because of the compromise of the portability of the system, which I like. I like it being portable, could take it anywhere. That some games suffer as far as with specs. But with that Switch Pro, we just need a little bit more juice, bro. If we could get this on the same level of a base PlayStation 4, I would be good. I'd be good because I understand that it's still a portable system. All right, this is how Nintendo answered it, comparing with this person comparing the Wii and the Switch. Sales are doing well and outperforming the previous term results in each region. Not only are many new titles becoming big hits, but previously released titles are still selling. The business is remaining healthy. We had a good response to E3. They did. Nintendo won E3. The bar was low, though. With continued investment in appealing software improving to our network services, we want our products to be enjoyed for as long as possible. I like to show some video from E3 he did. Takashi. This is the president, Takashi. We've just seen video from the pre-E3 tournament. Many people enjoyed it. Overall attendance at E3 fell, but the Nintendo booth was as exciting as before. People at the New York store were excited with each announcement. And so they're pretty much saying things are going good for the Switch. And I have to say, again, Nintendo is doing everything right with the Switch right now. I haven't even been tripping too much because with the power, as long as I know that they're coming out with a new, more powerful system, which it's about time that we get a new, more power for the Switch. All right. The last major question that I thought was interesting. They asked, Nintendo is late in tackling its subscription service. What will you do from this point? Also, what is your thinking in regards to how to handle the transition from 4G to 5G transmission standards? This is what they said that I'm going to tell you what I think. Subscription services are expanding even beyond the game industry. We're delivering NES games for the Switch. We'll need to keep expanding. For each type of content, we'll expand while thinking about what titles are appropriate for subscription. All right? let's just talk about that for a second. And then they talk about the 5G, which, alright, whatever. With Nintendo's online services, they need some improvement. We need more than just free NES games, bro. Super Nintendo would be nice. Nintendo 64 would be lit. Just imagine this system as your base for all of your old Nintendo systems all in one. That would be lit, man. And more companies are developing a subscription-based model for gaming. We're going in that direction, man. Netflix gaming, that's where we're going, where we pay one flat fee and we just get to play video games. That's the direction we're going, and I think Nintendo is embracing it, because the global president did say previously, when they were asked specifically about streaming with Stadia and xCloud coming, that Nintendo did say that they too are looking into some kind of streaming service. And so the subscription model, as much as I grew up old school NES cartridges, bro, but I'm accepting of change, bro. And so it's gonna happen. I just want to keep gaming, so whatever. It's happening. But Nintendo definitely needs to improve. What are you asking? What is the one most feature I want on my Nintendo Switch? Achievements! Ugh, I'm beating this horse. I beat this horse every time the opportunity comes up. Beating this dead horse. Nintendo, in your next system update, can you give your boy some achievements? Come on, bro. How the 3DS had achievements and Nintendo didn't? The 3DS had their own spin. Y'all remember the hats that we used to get on the 3DS? The different hats that we used to be able to collect and put on our Miis? That was an achievement type system. It was tied to your account. Do that, Nintendo, for games. Wii U had video chat. Switch don't even have voice chat. Come on, Nintendo. You can't regress with your features for your systems. Don't get me wrong, Switch is lit, but there's always room for improvement. Alright, dudes, what do you guys think about everything we discussed in this video? Nintendo low-key confirming Switch Pro and Mini is coming. Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out. Boom. I wonder if Mario can smell the dead horse and the flies. Somebody call Peter.